Hey everybody, Joshua Robinson here with the last Trick My Dish of 2017. And for this week's recipe, I've been having fun with my buddy Mike. Tell me a little bit about just kind of yourself and your family.
Okay, so I am 39 years old. I like long walks on the beach. My wife is 34. She's a supermodel from Russia. My son is a astrophysicist.
Oh, trust me, everybody knows that you're kidding. When we were talking about doing apple pie, part of the reason why I like that so much is because, I mean, it's getting cold out now. I remember walking out of my house this afternoon on my way here, and I was thinking, man, it got cold really fast.
Yeah, season.
What better weather for apple pie? I'm going to teach you how to do a very easy dough. It's actually called Pâte Sucrée, which just means sugar dough.
Okay.
Sugar dough. Very easy, and it's going to be that one thing that when you bring this to people, they're like, you made this?
Nice,
and you can go,
that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, you go, yeah, I made this. So we got a pound of butter that we are going to be cutting up into small cubes, and we're going to mix this with the sugar. We're taking out this hand mixer right now. How old is this thing?
I don't know, the box is yellowed. The date is 84. I don't know
1984.
why you would date it.
Mike has no idea that we have a history of breaking very old hand mixers, so hopefully this... Oh man, how many years old is that now? That's going to be 33 years old.
I think we had it on the Antique Roadshow.
Now we're going to try to add one egg in at a time. The magic of television cameras is going to be totally gone, and you're going to see how much shorter I am than most people. Yeah, look, are you trying to look above? Yeah. Are you trying to make it easier for me?
I'll come down.
I appreciate it. Let's keep going. Okay.
Either I come down or you stand up.
Let's see. Well, I am standing.
Okay.
All right, we're going to move on. After this, we're going to mix in the flour, and it's going to be a lot of flour. We have 1.5 pounds. I actually think this would be a cool opportunity to have your son Braden come in and help us. All right. So now mix it all up. It's going to feel weird. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels so weird.
You're going to have a grip of steel after this.
Oh, it is coming off.
You see it's already coming off your
Yeah.
fingers? See, show the camera real quick. See, it's already starting to come off. Just because we have enough flour in there now.
My arm muscles are gonna get straightened.
Straighten. You have arm muscles?
Yeah, look at
I do.
Look at those guns. Boom.
Yeah.
All right, keep it going, buddy. You're almost there. You did all the hard work, and now we're just going to have Dad wrap it up while you figure out how to wash your hands.
Yeah.
We're going to lay it out on this plastic, and we're going to flatten it out. Once we get it all flattened out, we're going to wrap it up in this plastic wrap, and we're going to toss it in the fridge to chill for a little while, because we need it cool for what we're going to actually do with it next. While the dough is chilling, we're going to cube up the apples. We're going to sneak on a secret apron now? Is that what's happening?
Oh, no.
Yes, this is perfect. I gotta tell you, I'm enjoying running the camera for this shot. I really like this, but I gotta zoom out real quick because I'm really very distracted by this apron. I can't.
It's slimming.
I like how you've got your apples face down. Isn't Jen Germano, a former Trick My Disher, your friend?
Yeah, Jen.
Look, he put the apples face down. There, now anybody watching this video should go back and watch the other Trick My Dishes. So we got a total of 6 cups of apples here. So we're gonna take these apples, we're going to mix into them lemon juice, regular sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, and just a little bit of salt. Braden, we're going to have you come in for another round. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Another round. We're going to mix in this sugar, flour, salt.
Get around the sides, too. Oh, there you go. Yep, there you go.
All right, we're going to shake it up. Here we go. Let's see it. Let's see those muscles work again. Let's go. I think we're good. So we got the dough out. You can already feel it. It's already, it's been in there for like, what, 15 minutes? It's already pretty tough. So what we're going to do is I put flour out over your countertop. We're going to roll it out. Get some extra flour like that. If you don't have a rolling pin like this, you can still just kind of flatten it out by hand. But if you have the rolling pin, you can also kind of roll it over the top here. And let's move this right there. It doesn't really have to be perfect when you first roll it over. That just gives you a little bit of a head start. So while I'm lining this pan with the dough, try it. Give it a try and let me know what you think.
Pretty good.
It's like a sugar cookie, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I don't know if I'd eat it for, nourishment. But
Well,
it's good.
listen, don't just eat this dough. That's not a trick that I meant to have today. Go ahead and add the apples. Yeah, let's spread out a little bit more. That might be enough. We're gonna once again cover with a little bit more flour. So one more time, I'm gonna get it pretty flat. Just to prove how little you really need to make your recipe kind of look really great, what we have here is the top of the cinnamon that we used earlier, and this is the top of a bottle of oil. So I'm gonna do, just kind of make a straight line, and then the smaller one, just kind of along the side. Sometimes all you need is a basic shape, like a circle. You want to be really delicate with it, and if you want to bring that over here, and then we'll kind of just lift it and roll it out over the top. There we go. Now it's looking. Now, okay.
Yeah, it's
Does your OCD feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
There, much smoother around the edge. So you could cut. You could take this dough and cut it into other shapes. I'm going to actually, like I was telling you earlier, make a little kind of ball and kind of line the sides here. Just kind of lightly like that. And then we're going to toss this guy in the oven, and you are still wearing Mrs. Claus apron. We've told you can take it off.
Well, never.
So I'm here with my buddy Braden right now. We're waiting on this recipe to come out of the oven, and he knows that there's one more trick left. He doesn't know what it is. Do you want to take a couple guesses at what you think it is? What do you think it might
I
be?
don't know, like corn.
Corn?
It's
not corn. Let's take a quick look Oh, look at it. We gotta close it back up. We're gonna give you one more chance to guess. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's something you would eat on a sandwich.
Cheese.
You got it. Wow, cheese. So we were a little anxious. We could have let the pie sit a couple more minutes and let all the juice inside kind of thicken up. We just could not bear it anymore. So let's go ahead and take a bite.
Hot.
A little hot? So you need a little bit more time?
Oh, it's not too hot.
Burning.
No.
Yeah?
Too hot. It's perfect.
So now you like the flavor without anything else on it, but we've got sharp cheddar cheese. You were totally right. Are you nervous? All right, we're a little bit nervous about it. You're going to try that. If you don't like it, that's okay. What do you think? It's interesting, right?
You wouldn't think it would work, but it actually really does.
Oh, did you try it? What do you think? Oh, he's giving it a try. Let's see. I don't think Braden's a fan. When apple pie was first brought into the United States, it was very, very bland. There wasn't a lot of sweetness to the apples. People didn't really know how to bring that flavor out. So the cheese actually was supposed to help give it flavor. Now, that sweet and that savory is kind of just a fun mix for a lot of people.
I would never have thought
Yeah,
that.
not for me.
People not named Braden. How do you feel this kind of turned out this evening?
I think it turned out great. I think the dough is more, like it's got more texture, cookie type of flavor than it would normally, flaky. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm not a big fan of a flaky crust and no apples. That just to me is bland and dry in your mouth. Like you could eat this dough by itself.
So even though the cheese might have been a mixed success for everybody here, I think we can say ultimately this turned out pretty well. And I think the real point is to be able to say that this apple pie recipe has been tricked.
Amazing.
Right on.